Hello and welcome. I have Deep Raj with me. Congratulations, Deep Raj. You qualified your NET exam not once but twice in 2018 December and 2019 June attempt. And you've qualified with a great percentile of 93 percentile. So, how are you feeling about this double success of yours?
Thank you, ma'am, for this great success. Actually, it is a very difficult task for me because I'm in job. So coming towards to the study back is very much difficult for me. And I was aiming high to qualifying this NET exam. But the syllabus is very vast, and uh, when the person is in marketing job, so it's very difficult to give the time to study, but I make it by my small effort. It make a big change to qualify this exam.
So, tell us more about how you manage your time being in a job. How many months did you prepare for the exam?
I took 6 months for this preparation. Earlier, I was trying from the year 2015, but the success couldn't came to me. So after 2016, I decided to quit. But after quitting 2016, once again I think about my study and I reappear for the examination in 2018. So if you are in marketing job, then you have to travel from one place to another place. So you have no time to go back to your studies. But if you have something concise, something precise with you, if you have some more significant study timetable with you, so these things make you little confident that giving little time to your studies can bring big change. So time was a challenge given to studies, but I managed by Saturday and Sunday. And after quitting my job in the year 2016, I joined new company. So it was I was transferred from Jhansi to Kanpur. So once again shifting from one place to another, it mismanage the things and you have to manage all the things in a new city. So exam was near to June. So I try with the help of this human paratus, very concise notes they offered me, and I found these are very relevant to my subject. So in this way, in this effort, I qualified it.
Great, amazing, and we are very happy at your success. So tell us that what kind of challenges were there specifically because you said it was your fourth attempt and it was after 9 years of gap from your post graduation. Was it very difficult to get back to books?
Yes, it's very difficult, and the thing is that for UGC NET exam, it is a you can see it is a sea of things. Means the subject syllabus is very vast. You don't know from which book will give you the more questions, whether it is operation management, whether it is human resource management. There is a syllabus. They UGC NET saying about the syllabus that is the syllabus, but it is not confirmed that from which section you will get the question. Either you are getting questions from finance, either you are getting questions from marketing management. So you have some notes, some specific notes to clear this exam. You have means you have to study entire syllabus to qualify. Earlier I was not going through the entire syllabus. I was just reading few books and going to the exam. So that was incomplete preparation for me. And the same happened with the paper one also. Paper one is also paper one having the limited syllabus, but the things are explored in a very varied way. So you are very confused that what is important, teaching aptitude is important or uh, basic mathematics is important. So you have to go with each and everything. So I get so much help from this human paratus where the things are repeated in a small form. So you can revise whether you are traveling, whether you are on holiday, whether you are have some break. You can go through the booklet. Even I am carrying these booklets till now with me in a very precise way, and you can see this. And not only this, these question booklets also help me a lot. And not only me, my few of my colleagues also refer these notes, and they got success. So if you have some study material which is concise, which is made by experts, you can definitely get the success. Not only NAT, you can qualify JRF also. But the thing is that you have your mind makeup that you can do it. Then only you can achieve your target.
I totally agree with you. Sticking to the syllabus is most important, and also the desire to clear the exam, the passion required for such a long time of preparation, because it requires everyone at least 4 to 5 months
Yes.
for preparing this exam. So, out of the paper one and paper two, which area did you put more focus on, and which were personally more challenging for you?
Paper second is more challenging because you have to study almost 10 books for qualifying the exam. So paper 2 is more challenging. Paper 1 is based on your practice, how much practice you are doing in the paper 1. And paper 2 is much more challenging because you are referring books. There are many books available in the market. Many coaching tutorials are online. They are offering YouTube channels and many things are there. But the faculty who is driving this syllabus, who is writing the books, who are making these notes, they should know about the syllabus. So I think the faculty of human apparatus is extremely highly qualified. I think they are from IITs and IIMs, and they made these notes, and these are very good notes. You can understand what is the marketing management entire book of 600 pages within 42 pages. So it is very, very simple things that you are going through the book. In book, you have to study a lot of things, whether it is important or not. But if you go through with the concise notes, important notes, then you will complete your course within a stipulated time frame, and you can qualify the exam. So for preparation, you have the study material. Your study material should be updated. But things are changing constantly. Day by day, there is new innovations are coming. So you need to update yourself. So the thing which I would like to share that is that what you are studying, that should be updated and that should be concise. If you read 10 books, definitely you will confuse at the time of examination, because the options which are available in the exam, they are more confusing. So you need to be very focused. You need to be very devoted for your notes, for your revisions also are important. How much revisions you are doing for the exam. So these all small things make a big change. At the age of 35, I qualified this exam. I can qualify this exam much more earlier if I can go with the easier notes. So it's the time when you are thinking, when you are planning. If you plan early, you will get success early. So things are different. So whatever the new generation planning to do, they start from today itself. Then only they will get the success, because the entrants of the examinations are increasing day by day, and they are coming from various states of country. So there are, I think, more than 1,000+ channels are running on YouTube. So you are confused from where you have to learn. So you have to focus on someone, and you have to devote your time to someone which can change your the marks in the exam. That is my thought.
I think you've put forward some very important points. First was to focus on what will come in the exam and not get diverted into a 600-page book, because it's about knowledge, but mainly it is about clearing the exam.
Exactly.
And secondly, revision is the key, because it's such a vast syllabus. Without revising a few times, you cannot make sure you will remember what you studied before for the exam. So these were some great advice. And what motivated you to give the UGC NET exam? Are you looking into teaching as a career option?
Actually, I am in marketing. I am working in pharmaceutical industry from 2011. I work with renowned companies like GSK Consumer Healthcare. I work with Cipla. I work with India Bulls. And the thing is that in your job, after devoting 10 years, you have to travel from one place to another. The profile of my job is you have to travel. So at the age of some level, at the age of 45 or 50 or below that, you think about some changes. You think that you can make some differences and you have this ability to change your career. So coming in academics there is two motivations for me. One is that there is a research problem with associated with my job profile, with my this marketing domain, and another is that I want to come in academics. So there are two things which motivated me to give this exam, and this is the only exam. Now this exam is considered by IIMs and by NITs, by DIT. All of the renowned institutes of country are accepting the UGC NET score. Last time IIM Jammu also started taking UGC NET candidates for their PhD, for pursuing their PhD, and IIM Rohtak also invited the candidates of UGC NET exam qualified candidates. So the opportunities are coming for this for UGC NET because you see, if you see about the CAT, ZAT, and other GMAT, these high-level exams, these exams can be qualified by anyone, but it becomes difficult for a person who is living in a small city and he having no access to that high level of coaching, high level of study material. So for the person like me, and the age factor is also important. If you are at the age of 22, you can give your CAT, ZAT, or GMAT once or twice till you get the success. But UGC NET, the benefit is that you are eligible for assistant professor for any university or any college, and along with this, you are also eligible for admission process in a renowned institute of India for pursuing your research program, for pursuing your PhD program. So UGC NET is more acceptable exam in this country now, because more institutes are asking for UGC NET score. And it's the advantage, the best advantage of this, that the exam eligibility is there is no age for giving this exam, as well as this validity is for the infinity period of NET exam. So these are the things for the person who have crossed the age limit of 32 or 30. You have options in India. You can drive yourself according to your knowledge, according to your expertise, what you can do.
Thank you for sharing these things, and students will be very much benefited by knowing what all possibilities open up for them once they qualify this prestigious exam. And from our side, we wish you all the best for your future research plans and other career plans. Thank you for taking out time and speaking with us and sharing your valued experience with other people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.